Right, we are up and ready for race 2. Race 1, sorry. From Virginia Raceway in the Porsche Cup from NWR. I'm joined again by Joey. Joey missed a week because, you know, life. He's back with us.
I had man flu.
Well, at least we can take it. It wasn't Corona. We'll take that as a win.
Yeah, it wasn't Corona.
I'm on board with Kill Switch already. So started well. There's gimbals spun out behind. There seems to be a lot of things going on at the back. It doesn't look like there's any damage going on though. We'll take that as a win. Joey, did you include your audio in the party?
I did that.
Just check that one.
Yep, I did that. This is going to be a tricky section of track trying to get through.
Yeah, I think we're in for a tasty race. I'm going to jump on board with Throttle in last and just watch as it looks like Breezy the Bat's come off. Viper's had an accident as well.
It's all kicking off in the snaky section.
Viper is going slow. Looks tasty out front between Platinum and Kill Switch though. 0.3 of a second apart.
No, there's no damage on Viper's car. His car's okay. Just got to get back into it now.
It's close everywhere at the minute. Nyumble. I will get that right eventually this year.
No, you won't.
He's chasing Coops. Who I keep getting told off for calling him Coop. It's not Coop, it's Coops. With an S. It'd be like calling me Ke.
Oh, Yumble's nearly round there.
This is contact between Stevie and Yumble. Ricky managed to take advantage of it, coming up to 8th place. Yumble's running wide. There's danger behind as well. I think Trigger's in the grass. Trigger was on the grass in his camouflage Falcon Porsche. He's now back to 13th. 15 cars are together. Viper's a little bit behind over 3 seconds, but there was no damage for Viper, you said, wasn't there? So
no damage. His car's okay.
He must just be having a bad race. Platinum and Kill Switch are still separated by 0.3 of a second out front. See if Platinum can get closer. We know Platinum's a mighty driver.
Ricky's gone into the pits. He's come in early. Tried to get out of the way.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's the clean air, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to have clean air around Virginia. You can't have another car in front of you.
Coops are... Coops is in front of Stevie. Nyumble's behind. Pseudo Flame's up to 5th. Good start from Flame. With his MGM Grand Porsche. That's the kind of thing you'd love to be sponsored by, isn't it? You know.
I don't actually know what MGM is.
I would.
I'm going to assume a casino with the dice.
Yes, but MGM is Metro Goldwyn Mayer. They make films. You know, one with the lion at the start.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have a casino in Vegas.
Hey, I've learnt something today.
It's where all the boxing takes place.
Yeah, I don't
I'm back on with Laurie, who's got Trigger and Throttle just in front of him. Those three seem to have been swapping positions like nobody's business. And right behind him is Breezy the Bat, which 10 out of 10 for the name.
I think Trigger could be shaping up a move here. He's glad to be brave to pull it off though. Yeah, no,
it's one of those places you don't want to.
Laurie's off. Laurie's
had an accident. I think Laurie outbraked himself, and rather than hitting Trigger, I think he pulled to the side slightly.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to moan at that, that's for sure.
No, that's clever racing by him. Don't want to be taking someone out, it's not fair.
There's more people in the pits. As Trigger's just gone into the pits now. I'm getting black screen, don't do it to me.
Yep, I think we might have had a disconnect there. Yeah, I think we have.
Disconnected, yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I think he was going to do quite well in the race.
I'm now on board with 3rd place. Who's Masudo Flame right behind Itoff-san.
There you go, you've got it.
I had a drink in my hand a minute ago, and I don't know where it is now. I was thirsty. I've dropped it. I've got it. You don't get this on Sky, do you?
No, you don't get David Croft dropping his drink, do you? Jesus.
Oh,
Ooh.
F1's back Sunday, Joe. That's all that
Oh, I'm
matters,
getting
isn't it?
excited. Oh, it sounds gone
Oh,
wide.
it's
He's off there.
Tofsan. There was no contact between the two there. Can he regain? He does regain now. There's contact between the two.
Yeah, but
Don't
just
think
let
as
him know
much
he's there.
Flame could have done.
And it sounds looking a little bit screwy in that car. Let's see if he's got any damage. Don't think he would have, but you never know.
I don't think there'd have been any damage there. Breezy
Nah,
the
he's
Bat
all
and
okay.
Lorry, sorry, Breezy the Bat and Throttle are quite close together. Viper's off again. Viper is not having a good run. Oh, I'm getting black screen. Somebody's disconnected again.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's Viper.
I think
The
it
car
is.
was going sideways. Yeah, he's DNF'd.
I'm looking at Breezy the Bat on the back of Throttle. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a tasty battle. Looks like it's Breezy the Bat's look like it just looks like he's having a little bit of difficulty trying to keep him to the back of Throttle.
Yeah, Throttle's a good racer.
Yeah, I mean that is Jay, isn't it? Yeah, it's Jay.
Yeah, it's Jay.
Yeah, he's a very good racer.
Sim racer. Ooh,
Falls
he's
behind
outbraked
project cars.
himself.
That's the
And a
sort
bit
of
of
mistakes
F1
he's
now.
got.
Jay's a racer all round.
Yeah, he does everything. It's like Jim Clark, but
In fact,
without
he's
the
even on his
passion.
Corsa.
Ooh, that's come out on consoles, isn't it?
It has. And
Interesting.
unfortunately for me, everyone's telling me how good it is. I was trying not to buy it, but
All Throttle makes a mistake.
Jay
and
makes a
Breezy the Bat gets the
mistake.
place.
Breezy just gets in front. I think they're going to be well pressed to avoid contact through the snaky, squirrely, horribly bit.
You mean the lovely bit?
That's
This is an
officially-
awesome track.
Oh, I still don't like it.
It's a good track if you know what you're doing, but if, like me, you're sat there on the controller, it's a terrible track.
Well, you're a wheel guy, aren't you? So for you,
Yeah.
the racetracks are all right, aren't they?
Yeah, but I don't play a lot of Forza. I'm not good at racing Forza because I just get my arse handed to me a lot.
Even by me, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, that is really embarrassing. That's why I stopped playing it. Just gave up. I was like, oh, I don't want to be beaten by Kev. It's just embarrassing, man.
So, I suppose from our point of view, everybody here is well spaced out. I'm going to spend a bit of time with Hammer. He's got a matte black Porsche. Ooh, looks like he's having a bit of trouble coming through the final sector.
Gap between it of San and the Pseudo Flames got a little bit bigger, maybe.
It's got big up, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I think we're in a holding pattern until we see where these pit stops end out, because there is at least a second between every driver.
Yeah, it's a shame. Although, it looks like there might be a battle brewing further in 9th and 10th between Laurie and Platinum. Nope, never mind, Laurie was in the pits. Ignore everything I said.
Or he was in the pit. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, Joe.
It's
Although
the Forza
Forza does lie
mapping.
to you, I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I mean, it was doing it to you in Silverstone.
A lot as well. Yeah.
I'm going to keep on Matsudo Flame. I think he's got the pace to
Yeah, I am.
catch
I'm watching
It-san.
Masudo at the moment. I think he's just sneaking up behind Toff's fan. But I don't think he's just, again, he just can't nobody can get close enough to another car. By
Although,
all means, keep watching though, because it will happen.
it's got to be
It
just
looks
probing
like
for
Ricky's had an
mistakes.
accident on his own. He's just lost a lot of time. Oh, saying that, Flame and Itopstan are a lot closer.
This could get a little bit spicy. I mean, what Flame could do is he could dive into the pits, give himself some clean air maybe, and then see if he can gain the time back and do a little bit of an
See,
undercut.
I think Itopstan may be dragging him along with him.
True, yeah, they have sort of caught up to Hammer a bit, but then we did see him having
Yeah.
some sliding. Saw him have a couple issues at this corner, so he might do it again this lap. No, all looks very tidy from Hammer, so
It does look very
can't just stay
tidy.
the same.
I think Flame's got a great line through there. Just Coop's in the pits in fourth. Everyone else is fairly spaced out, so I'm going to stick with this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be probably the nearest we'll get to a bit of a battle. I reckon they'll be close to one another. Especially if Hammer makes any more mistakes, that'll concertina the three of them right up.
Yeah, he does seem prone to the odd little mistake there out front.
Yeah, well, when you're running clean air, you start pushing as hard as you can, especially if you've got people like it sat behind you. You don't want him getting near you.
No,
Well,
you don't.
This
is the first. This is the first time we've seen Hammer on track as well. Hence
Yeah.
the fact it's just got a matte black car. He only signed up for the series an hour ago. So from his point of view,
That's what surprises me. I just don't get how these guys can be so accurate on a controller. I really don't get it. It's disgusting in my eyes because I wish I could do that.
you could, man.
I don't think I could.
Maybe. So, what's going on further back? Again, there's no. Everyone's spaced out.
Yeah, it's
Like
quite...
an Amsterdam bar. Well, at least we know race 2's got the top 10 reverse grid.
Yeah, that
So that always spices things up.
especially around this track. You want to try and get the overtakes done early and get yourself clean air, but without crashing, obviously. I'm looking at this front three battle, and I think Hammer's pulled away a little bit.
No, see, I think it's maintaining the gap. I'm hoping that it's going to get closer. So, if yeah, it's 1.3 seconds Ipsavan to Hammer and 0.8. So they're separated just over 2.
Yeah.
Then Flame's got an 8-second lead over 4th place Stevie. Stevie's no mug.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Although he does have patches in races where it's almost as if he falls asleep. Where he just has a bad period in a race and then he'll knock out some killer times. Ipsavan runs slightly wide again on that corner.
It seems like Flame's a
lot of
lot better
time.
under brakes. He's gaining a lot of time on Ipsavan on the brakes.
Yeah.
Just looking at Flame's tyre wear, and I think he should pit now.
Oh,
Just
4th
get
and
himself
5th
out
are
of the way.
almost side by side. Stevie and CJ.
Look at this then.
CJ unfortunately missed quali, so he's done well to get up to 5th place. He missed quali, he did 4 laps in a meet-up and they were all dirty. He finished second to last. He started second to last on the grid. Stevie's pitted. I don't think he wants anything to do with this.
I think that's a wise move from Stevie. Just get himself out of the battle, give himself more time on his own, put in quicker lap times then.
It does now look like Hammer's got a bit more of a gap. Oh, Flames had a look on the inside of it. Toff's fan.
What Flame is, he just needs Ipsavan just to make a tiny little mistake, and it'll be there. It'll be right alongside him.
It hasn't got to be a big one.
No, just even snatching a brake into the braking zone. If he just gets a little lock up, Flame's so good on the brakes with this car, he'll be able to
Ricky's
get right
very
alongside
close
him.
behind
There's the
for
mistake he
11th and
needs.
10th and 11th. Oh, don't tell me I've missed it.
Yep, there's no move yet, but he's much closer now to head onto the back straight.
Oh, he is.
Ipsavan gets a bit of a better run out of the corner, and gap's starting to extend a little bit.
I was looking at Ricky in 10th. Ricky in 11th. Getting close to Breezy. And it looks like Birchie's having an accident. In 11th place. Birchie's got a lot of damage. I think he's hit the tyres. Birchie currently in 12th.
That's probably going to be his race done then. Well, here we are. Ipsavan and Flame side by side, and Flame gets them.
Yeah,
gets
Flames on the inside. It's the fans diving straight into the pits.
Is that a lap too late though?
Flame got that move done. I don't know, depends what this lap is for Flame. I think the Flame can knock a couple of solid ones out before he pits. I think he'll be well in front.
Does have pretty warm tyres though. Is he going to be able to set the quickest laps he can with those tyres? To be seen.
Birchie's not far away from the pits now. It's a fan seems to be a lot further away. How much time did he lose in that pit?
I don't know what happened to him. Didn't have any damage as per se.
Oh, Platinum pitted early, didn't he? Platinum got the jump. That's what happened.
Know. I don't think Platinum's
up into
pitted yet.
third.
Fortunately, Forza doesn't tell you if they have actually pitted yet. That I can tell. Well, I think Platinum hasn't actually pitted because his tyres are the same sort of wear as Flames.
No, they're not.
This hasn't pitted.
No, I'm looking at fuel. Flame's got 67% fuel, and Platinum's got 75. There's definitely another lap or so in that.
Yeah, okay, he's probably done a very early pit stop
Platinum's
then.
pitted. Yeah. He's got the jump on. It's a fan behind Hammer. Less than a second behind. Oh no, no. Lose anyone then? Yep, we lost Ricky.
Oh, it's a shame, and Flame's in now, so he does opt to take his pit stop. Question is Hammer going to be able to get the position? I think Hammer's going to do it. As Flame can get out of the pits quickly, I don't think there's anything he's going to be able to do.
No, he hasn't. I think Flame got the jump. Oh, Flame did get the jump on it to the fan. Just could not keep it in front. All he had to do was brake for the corner.
It's got to be the cold tyres that's done that. A little bit chilly,
absolutely.
just doesn't help with the braking.
That is a mixture of looking behind you and having cold tyres.
It's a shame, but he's got a couple lap fresher tyres than
The problem that Forza has is it will tell you there's traffic approaching. Obviously you've got no idea the speed, the direction. It just tells you it's coming. So when you get out of the pits, you're normally looking back before you look forward. So I think he's just simply cold tyres, missed his braking. Itofsan has made a mistake through here a couple of times in this race. Oh, was so much better braking from Flame. Unfortunately, we are down to 13. Birchie's a long way behind Laurie. And Throttle's in 11th. Trigger 10th. Breezy 9th. Stevie, Hoops, CJ, Killswitch, Flame, Itofsen, Platinum and Hammer. Platinum seems to be getting closer to Hammer. They're separated by less than a second now. And as you can tell, I finally took distances off and I've now put time on.
There you go.
I'm like a grown-up now. I can say numbers.
Hey. Well, distance is also
Killswitch is... Yeah, alright, shut up.
You walked into it.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
It seems to be Killswitch is also jumping on the back of this Flame battle. Just eking together some decent lap times.
Not sure how much of an effect tyre wear has on the handling of the car, but Killswitch's tyres are all yellow.
Yeah, to be fair, it doesn't make a big difference up until about 75–80%.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll know not to mention it now.
chances of any of these guys experiencing tyre wear issues are slim. Oh, which triggers, not trigger, sorry, lorries coming on the back of Throttle. Throttle seems to be all over the place. Let's see if Throttle's got any damage going on. Throttle's not enjoying himself. No, he seems fine, just bad couple of corners. Though of course, since you left, UK Racer become NWR Throttle.
Yep.
He joined the dark side. Just trying to figure out how I can get NWR JLC.
No, that's not going to happen. You know I've got a phobia to putting 3 letters in front of the name.
I'll sack you.
Ooh, don't. I've already been sacked once. Now enough about my terrible job
CJ's
record.
disconnected now. God, we're down to 12.
It's a shame.
I think I might not. I think they'll stop me hosting.
I think they might do. Ooh, Laurie's going around the outside of Throttle for 10th place. Now he's got the inside for the next corner, but he doesn't quite get the move. Throttle gets a better drive around the outside.
Oh, he's coming up close though, coming down the straight. It just seems to be something about this track compared to what we had at Silverstone. Ooh,
there's the mistake.
Outbrakes himself and Laurie gets straight through. Didn't need a second invite to knock through that door. Killswitch is definitely getting closer to Flame. I'm going to jump on Killswitch.
Yep.
He is, yeah, half a second behind Flame now.
Ooh, they've only got a couple
It's
corners
the last
left.
lap. It looks like Hammer's going to stick out for the lead. Laurie has just, that pass on Throttle gave him reverse grid pole.
So it did. That's going to be really useful for him.
This Killswitch had to slam the anchors on behind Flame. Flame slowed down to a massive degree there. I'm just going to jump on with Hammer and Platinum as they come around the last corner. Hammer's
Flames
got
made a
race
bit of a
one.
mistake. All Flames. That's really good sportsmanship for Killswitch. He pushed Flame a little bit wide, but he's let him have the position back. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, we tend to get a lot of that.
That's,
the
yeah, that's
guys
really
we
well
race with
done.
are very good. So, Hammer, Platinum, It's Tough Sand, Flame, Killswitch, Coop in 6th, Stevie 7th, Breezy the Bat in 8th, Trigger in 9th, Laurie currently in 10th, full reverse grid pole, and I think he'll remain that way coming through the final corner. Throttle 11th, Birchie 12th, and then we had the 3 disconnects.
There we go. That was a pretty good opening race, and now we've got the reverse grid. It's going to get tasty.
Yeah, I think we're in for a good one.
Hopefully there's not too many incidents at the start, but judging by this track and reverse grid, I think there might be.
I was going to say, judging by what we've seen so far,
Yeah.
Birchie has the extravagant finish. So I'm going to stop the stream, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. I will restart the stream up again in about 3 or 4 minutes' time once we've got the grid ready. Thank you very much.